I'm hoping that this video is going to find the people that it needs to find, because I know that you're out there, and I know that many of you are working, and it seems like you're working harder than ever, right? You're doing less and less of the things that you actually want to do. If you're not lucky enough to be like some, Twitch streamer or, YouTuber who just happens to have a face that people want to watch, right? Outside of those people, you're working really hard, and yet, at the end of the month, at the end of the week, you have less money than you've ever had before. And you're being told all these reasons why, right? And most of you are listening to propaganda. Oh, it's because of Biden that things are bad. No, it's not because of Biden. Well, it's because of Trump. Trump left things bad. No, it's not because of Trump. It's not because of all these things that you're being told by the national media. It's not the things that your friends are telling you. It's really because this is the way that things were designed. They were designed this way. And it's just math. It's just math as to the reason why you're feeling like you're struggling, even though you're working super hard, because you are struggling. And I'm going to show you specifically why you're struggling, and then I'm going to show you what I stumbled upon of how to beat this, right? So check this out. This is the real median household income in the United States, and I want you to go back to 1989. The median household income in the United States, 62,260. Okay, I was actually surprised at that number. This is 1989. And now fast forward to whenever the last time they did this. First of all, check this out. In 2019, it was 78,250. We're actually down since 2019, if you can believe that, for all of the capitalists out there that say, oh, it's these labor laws and different things that's, jacking up the prices. That is bull, and then the crap goes after that, right? That's just simply not true. The median income is actually down, okay? So percentage-wise, since 1989, let me see, 62,000 to right now 74,000. That's like 20%. 20% in more than 30 years. That's less than 1% a year. Why is that important? Okay, watch this now. Okay, we all have to live. We all have to buy things. The reason why you're feeling like you can't get ahead is because literally it was designed for you to not get ahead. 1987, 88. See, that's why I use that time. The average tuition at a private four-year college was $15,160. At a public four-year college, it was $3,190. In 2017, 2018, which is not right now, so these numbers are going to be higher. It was $34,000 for private college, $10,000 for in-state. That sounds crazy. I know for a fact right now it's like $50,000 for private. I don't happen to know the in-state numbers. I want to say the in-state is probably like 23, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that. You can look it up. Okay. So again, you've got a 20% increase, right? But college is up more than 100%. Even in the case of the 3,000 number, that's 200%, and I'm telling you it's up even higher now. Okay? A wedding, average cost of a wedding in 1988 was $10,379, which was, in my opinion, too much. And the average cost of a wedding in 2017 is $33,391. That means it's higher now. So again, that's another 200% increase. Bacon. What year was this? Is this still 2017? Recent cost of bacon, $5.25 per pound. In 1988, it was $1.90 per pound. That is a 176% increase since 1988. Okay? Movie tickets. Average movie ticket was $4.11 in 1988. Average movie ticket now, or again, I don't know if they up to date, is $9.27. I don't know about that. It's a bit higher. I don't even understand why the movie business is still in business. Like the going to the movies thing, it's so played, it's so whack. And if you're tied to this, you're gonna lose your job. This is the reason why, AMC stock was going down and down and down. You know what I'm saying? Because like nobody's going to the movies. With the Apple Vision Pro coming out and stuff like that, it's less and less people are about to go to the movies because you're going to be able to put a big old screen on your face. They're doing that now. So once people are able to afford the Apple Vision Pro, right? Like everything is going to be at home. I stay at home anyway. I can't tell you the last time I went to the movies. My daughter wanted to see the Super Mario movie, and she begged me for like 8 years to see that movie. Like before they started making it, she was like, "Dad, we got to go see Super Mario," right? So that's the only reason I did that. And even then, people was like with the popcorn and stuff in our ear and all of that, and it gets on our nerves. So what did I do? We end up watching the movie, and then I end up buying the movie anyway. So it's like I double paid and all of that. But, sometimes you just do stuff for the experience, with your family. But the movie business is going out of business. Let me keep it moving. 30 years ago, 1988, the price of gas was 96 cents. I believe that. I've told this story many times about the day that gas went over $1. My mom literally had a fit. She cried. She pitched a fit. We were in the car and everything, and it went over $1. Not like real talk. It was like 90 cents just like 2 weeks ago. So, I didn't really understand why she was tripping. But, I remember that day. And the average cost, this whole thing was done in 2018. So, average cost of gasoline then was $4.11 per gallon. Probably more than that now. Okay. So the reason why you're feeling like, you're not going anywhere is because literally everything around you is going up except what you're making. Everything around bacon, houses, college education, all the things that matter, right? They're going up, but your pay isn't. And in some cases, your pay is actually going down. In some cases, some of you have been laid off. In some cases, some of you have had to take, another job because, for, the company downsizing or the industry dying or whatever, right? Certain industries are being impacted by AI and so on and so forth, and will continue to. So, unfortunately, this is only going to get worse. And again, it's not for any other stupid reasons. It's not for political reasons or anything like that. It's designed this way. As long as we stay in the capitalistic system, the price of things is going to continue to go up and your wages are going to continue to go down. Why? Because that is the only way that they can justify the ridiculous valuations of their stocks. They only care about the stock price. They don't care about profit. They don't care about productivity. They don't care about any of that. They will do whatever is necessary to make the stock price go higher. And one of the things that makes the stock price go higher is a few things. Number one, you jack up the price of things. Number two, you get less employees to do more work and you get rid of a bunch of people. Right? If you take it even further, if possible, if I make hamburgers, if I can get the government agency that, oversees the hamburgers to allow me to put other products like clay and sawdust in the meat, then that's automatically additional profit for me. And if you think I'm joking, I think right now, well, let me say the last time I checked, I know things change. The last time I checked, I think it's legal in the United States to put, I want to say 30. I thought I saw 30, but I know it's at least 10%. So between 10 to 30% sawdust in your meat, in hamburger meat. It's legal. The FDA has approved it. You're eating sawdust. In China, they sell like just straight fake meat made out of all kind of stuff. This is the stuff that's going on. And the whole time, these corporations, these greedy ass corporations are telling you, no, things are getting more expensive, that we have to pass on the cost to the consumers. It's these unions that are requiring us to pay them more, and that's why things are costing more, because the unions are trying to break us. No, the unions are just trying to make sure people have a livable wage. But I'm telling you guys, it doesn't matter. If the longer you stretch this out, the worse it's going to get. It's not going to get better. I have said that many times on this channel. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. Okay, BSG. All right, I get it. Yes, obviously I'm feeling this. What is the solution? And this is the part where people have laughed at me and are continuing to laugh. But I'm going to show you what has happened while people have been laughing. All right, here we go. The solution is crypto. Why crypto? Why not starting a podcast? Why not, as a woman selling hair care products and makeup products like millions of other women? Why not multi-level marketing? Right? Why not, all these other things that you have available? First of all, if you pay attention, everybody can't do the same thing. Even real estate. Everybody can't own 100 houses. Right? Like they teach you, just buy another house. People can't get one house right now. How you going to get 10? Everybody can't buy an apartment building. Right? Nice if you could. If you want to deal with all that stress, I don't. I can buy several apartment buildings right now. I have no interest. I have no interest in getting those type of apartment buildings. The apartments that I own are on the blockchain. I own property on the blockchain. Not going to talk about that in this video. May not talk about that at all. Some things I got to keep to myself. Just keeping it real. But my tenants always pay. I never have a problem with my tenants paying because it's on the blockchain, right? So everybody can't do these type of things, right? So what I have found is that crypto is the easiest way for everybody, regardless of their background, to be able to beat the matrix. This is the matrix. We're only gonna pay you so much and everything else is gonna go up. That's the matrix, right? And so, like I said, initially I stumbled upon this back here. I stumbled upon this. And I'm like, you know what? I really don't know what this is. You know, but I keep hearing about it. I'm going to invest. And then because I come from a background of stocks and options and things like that, you have to hold those things. Right? So I was already conditioned to hold. Right? And it was easier to hold. The reason why I was conditioned to hold is because I had lost a bunch of money trading. Right? And after some years, I became pretty good at it. But when I look back over the years, I had lost 6 figures trying to figure out trading. I had finally figured it out, but I had lost 6 figures learning. And then I became good at trading. But at the time, I was literally trading Tesla stock at $40. I was trading Netflix stock at pennies. I was trading Apple stock at, like, you know, based on today's price, probably like $4 or $5. Same with everything else that I was trading. If I had taken that 6 figures that I lost and literally just put that into just one of those companies. I bought Facebook very early. Like soon as they came out, I bought, you know, like not at the IPO because I knew it was going to drop, but I got it pretty soon. I knew about NVIDIA. I was very excited about NVIDIA, telling people about that, the future of NVIDIA. Never envisioned what I'm seeing. Like, I was there. I actually went on a tour. I took a tour at the Microsoft building. And I remember the stock was like $38 or $40. And the guy doing the presentation kept checking his stock price, and he was like, oh my goodness, Microsoft stock is $40. Man, I can't wait until it hits $50 one day. You can check the price of this stuff right after you're done watching this. So I was there while all of this was happening. And I was trading it. So I had just figured that out. So I'm like, you know what? I don't know what this Bitcoin thing is. I'm going to buy it. And then I'm just going to sit on it. And I bought at the worst possible time that you could buy. And then Bitcoin proceeded to go down a bunch, like almost immediately. I spent the highest price. It was on this day here, November 30th, 2013. Only a few people paid more than me. I paid $1,000. So you see the absolute high was 1156. And look what happened for years and years and years, nothing. But I started doing more research, and it was at this time where I started to tell people, look, I understand this now. This is going to go up. From 2016 on, I'm telling people at $300, $400, yo, this is going to go up. And what were people doing? They were laughing at me. Oh, no, man, that stuff isn't going to go up. It's not going to go up. I'm just going to stick with real estate. I'm just going to stick with, and I'm like, yo, at $300, at $200, I'm telling my family, you need to get in. You need to get in. You need to get in. Right? And I want you to see something, because see, this wasn't that long ago. March 13th, 2020. That's not even 4 years ago. Bitcoin's $3,800. I believe I did a video that day or somewhere around. I'm like, yo, Bitcoin is low. You need to get in. And look at where we are now. So what am I saying? Whatever you put into Bitcoin made up for anything that was happening with the inflation. But they were laughing at me. Okay? Next one. I've never even talked about this. I was super into VeChain. I was probably like the number one VeChain dude on YouTube, and definitely in America, since VeChain is based in China. Right? And I'm buying as much VeChain as possible. And boom, you see what happened. I did get out a little bit before this, but I made a significant amount of money, and what I got into made way, way more than this. But again, I was telling people about VeChain here, at less than a penny, and as high as 27 cents. Right now, it's 4 cents. Right? So even if just from here, from back here, it's a 10x. In 4 or 5 years. That's significantly more than the money that you've lost to bacon. And what did you have to do? Nothing. No sales, no meetings, no selling no products, right? Nothing. Next one. They laughed at me when I talked about this. I got to go all the way back because I want to show you where I bought it. Because, see, this shows the proof. I bought Chainlink for 17 cents. Can we get it? Because it shows it at 16 cents. Here we go. So it must have been that day. I got it for 17 cents. I held it and held it and held it. I remember my daughter getting in here. My daughter got in here. She was like, Daddy, am I too late? I'm like, no, baby, you're not. Chainlink at $1.80. No, baby, you're not too late. What happened? It goes to $19. Now I got to show you this now. It goes to $19. Where's my 19? There you go. We sell because I've 100x'd, right? And I told my daughter to sell, essentially, right? And it was definitely the right move. She made more money after that. But I want to drive something home. Even I'm not an expert at when to get out. Look at what happened. Okay. Right? And then, of course, it went down. And now it's past where I sold years ago. Okay. I didn't used to believe that Chainlink would be $100. Right? People used to say that. And I'm like, nah. And that's why I sold at 19. And trust me, I'm not crying. Because I bought at 16 cents. I remember talking to a Link Marine, as they call them. I got into a big argument with them. But that's neither here nor there. But I remember, telling them that I bought Chainlink for 17 cents. And they didn't believe me, so I had to show them. And it was like, do you know that's cheaper than some of the founders? I'm like, oh, wow. right? So, but yeah, I mean, Chainlink is at 19 something right now. I still wouldn't recommend this right now, just keeping it real. But yeah, it could go to $100 in some years. But I think there's going to be other stuff that do better than that. Okay. But the bottom line is this beat bacon. This beat house prices. This beat, right? In fact, if you put money in here, if you put $10,000 in here, right, and held it, you didn't have instead of putting a down payment for the house, you didn't have the money for the house. You put it in here. Here, you now have the money for the house. See how that works? You put $10,000 here. This is $1 million here. That's why I've helped multiple people become millionaires. And by helping multiple people become millionaires, I literally mean teaching them how to hold. The simplest thing, the simplest solution that you'll ever find on YouTube. Not doing all these trading and different things like that. Because it just doesn't work. And if you're out there doing it, you need to stop. And if you don't believe me, let's compare bank accounts. You show me yours and I'll show you mine. Nobody ever takes me up on that offer. When I contact these trading gurus and I say, first of all, where's your P&L? They never show me that. Where is your documented that you've done this stuff? Because you're just talking. You're renting cars and you're talking. You're renting jewelry and you're talking. Or maybe you might be buying the jewelry for real. Right? I'm showing you what has happened. And for those of you who are diligent enough, you can go back and look at my videos and see exactly when I was talking about this stuff. So how simple is it? Put 10 grand in. Do nothing. Do nothing. And here I am saying, I'll do a video, yo, I'm out of Chainlink, and then it goes up some more. Right? I helped you turn 10,000 into $1 million. Reality, I could have helped you turn 10,000 into 5 million because it went to $50. Right? Okay. I told you that I sold VeChain. This is one of the reasons why I sold VeChain. Got in this very early, bought this also 17 cents. But I bought this at a lot of places, but my cheapest price was 17 cents. Okay, 30, 40 cents accumulate. And I'm telling people, hey, I think this has a chance to be $5. Right? And what do you know it? We wake up one day and it's $7. And I sold a lot that day. I knew not to sell everything, but I sold, like almost half of what I had. Right? Which was, a lot of money. Let's just, because I'm accumulating millions and millions here. Right? And look what happens with the other amount that I still had. Right? It went up to $40. The difference about this one is this was also paying interest every day. Okay, if I told you what it was paying, you wouldn't believe me. So that's why this was better than VeChain. Okay, literally pennies to $40, and it's paying ridiculous interest. Okay, but again, I'm telling people here to get in, and they laughed. I'm telling people here, yo, you should check this out, and they get in at 30 cents and sold at 40. Got in at 30 cents and sold at $1. Didn't hold it. Okay? This is literally just some of the things. It would take too long for me to tell you about all the things. But again, why am I sharing this? Because of the easiness of it. Right? People complain, oh, it's hard to get in crypto. I got to figure out a wallet. By the time you figure out the wallet, right, which is nothing, Once you figure out how to buy, that's it. And you really, when things are low, you should be buying as much as possible every week, every month, as much as you can. So now, all right, so you've done all these things. You've helped people. This is how you get out the matrix that you calling it. All right. So what should I do now? There's literally only one coin that you need to become a millionaire, in my opinion. And that's this here. Okay. So first of all, look at what it's done already. Okay. Already. And nobody knows about this. This is the, I don't even know if this is the 17-cent part. I don't even know that. Like when I'm saying I'm buying Chainlink at 17 cents, I don't know what the valuation was for Chainlink at 17 cents, but I'm pretty sure the price that 100 is now, not even close to a penny, right? It's got 100x before it gets to a penny. I don't think this is the 17-cent thing. What I do know for a fact is it's the equivalent of buying Bitcoin at 50 cents. Bitcoin is 50,000. It is the equivalent of buying Bitcoin at 50 cents. Okay? Now, here's the thing. One of the reasons why I'm saying is I'm on Coinbase right now. You can't even go to Coinbase and buy this. This is not available on Binance. It's not available on any major exchange. You have to go to a decentralized exchange. You have to go to Uniswap. There are many tutorial videos out there on how to buy 100. All you have to do is put in how to buy 100. Okay? And, it's not hard. It's get a MetaMask or get a Trust Wallet. You have to get BNB from somewhere. That's going to be the hardest thing you do. But for some of you in certain countries, you can buy BNB straight on MetaMask or straight on Trust Wallet or MoonPay or something like that. If you're in the United States, you're going to have to go through crypto.com or, there's other methods. I can't get into that, but you need to get in here. And once you get in, buy as much as you can initially and then continue to buy. This is me telling you about Chainlink back here. PancakeSwap back here. What is it? Why is it special? Real simple. It's for a period of time an unhackable crypto. One of the reasons why people don't like to get into crypto is because it's a lot of scams and hacks out there. If you are in, this is the first crypto in the world where you are in complete control, where all you have to do is one thing and nobody can take your crypto. When you buy 100, all your transactions involving 100 are locked for 100 hours. So you can't buy anymore. You can't sell. You can't transfer it. You can't move it. You can't do anything. How does that make it unhackable? Because if your wallet becomes compromised, and the only way that your wallet becomes compromised is because of something that you do. So I have to put that out there, right? But it's very easy to Google something, right? Like people have Googled, a certain exchange and they don't know that it's a phishing exchange. And once you connect your wallet and approve it, your money is gone. Well, with 100, if you've bought within 100 hours, nobody can take it. And after that 100 hours, if you just buy $1 worth, then your wallet involving 100 is safe. Now, everything else isn't. But it's safe. 100 is. It also, crypto is dominated by bots. It's mostly bots. Okay? 100 can't be botted. That's why, for those that keep asking, why is the volume so low? Because the volume is real, it's not fake. Every purchase, every buy is a real purchase. because the bots can't wait 100 hours. The bots need to work within seconds. And since they can't buy and sell within seconds, Sniper bots, MEV bots, Jared from Subway bots, all of that, they can't do anything. So it's clean transactions, right? How does, first of all, most of y'all don't know who Jared from Subway is. We're not talking about the real Jared. It's a guy that's on Ethereum. But what does he do? What he does is he's designed a bot that when somebody's about to make a big purchase, like $20,000 or $50,000, he sees that purchase, he weighs it against the market cap of the coin that's being traded, and then his bot buys before them and then sells right after they buy. And all of this happens in seconds. This bot can see your buy coming, buy it before you, which automatically makes the price go up, and then sell right after your buy. And literally, he might only make $20 or $30, sometimes $5, but he has it running on multiple cryptos all day long. He makes millions of dollars a month. But he won't be making a dime unless he holds. He won't be making a dime or 100 unless he buys and sells like everybody else. Just buy and hold it. So what you have to ask yourself, why am I so bullish on this? Do you think there's other people out there in the world that might want something that can't be hacked, even if it's for a time? Right? The reason why a lot of these stocks is going up because they're forcing you to hold them. Right? You have to hold those things for years. You can't touch your IRA, 401k, and you have no control of it. This you have complete control. So this is what I'm saying. Now, you don't have to believe me. You can laugh at me just like the people were laughing at me here. And here. And here. I told as many people about all of these projects just like I'm talking about 100 now. Like, I just want to help people. And I know that's hard to believe and stuff like that, but that's just the way my mama raised me. But you don't have to believe me. Don't believe me. Okay? Some of y'all out there, DJs trying to trade and stuff, just buy 100. Just buy 100 and be still, watch what happens. You have somebody that is a multimillionaire living off crypto telling you this is what they did, and you still have people doubting you. It's like one of the most amazing things to me. Right? And you know, it's just, it's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But I do what I can, and I know it matters to some people, and it warms my heart to know that they've, you know, benefited from it. Right? But what doesn't warm my heart is there's a lot of scams in crypto. There's so many scams in crypto. And so when I find something that is unique, notice I don't talk about Dog with Hat and you know, Myro, and even if that stuff goes up, I don't talk about that crap, because what does it do? You can hype something to go up, but once the hype is done, then what? What's the utility of the thing? Bitcoin is Bitcoin because it has utility. Ethereum is Ethereum because it has utility. Chainlink has utility. Now, just between me and you, I think Chainlink is overvalued. I know it's going to go higher, but I think it's overvalued for what they do. I'm just keeping it real. Right? But at least it has some utility. So I only bring you things with utility. Why? Because you can Trust that utility. And those are the things that I've had success. I can only teach you what I've done. But what I can tell you for a fact is this isn't working. The longer you stay in this, the more you're going to suffer. And the longer that you keep laughing at this, the longer you're going to suffer. Some of you are going to look back on this video and say, man, shoulda, coulda. Man, I had an opportunity to buy Bitcoin at $50,000. It's still cheap. Okay? But your best bet, my opinion, you only need one thing, and that's 100. Just hold it. Buy as much as you can. Keep buying. And wait a couple years, and then we'll see what happens. It's your boy BSG. I'm going to holler at y'all in the next video.